I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man, Uncle Freezy. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive, 7:45 edition, or 7:45-ish edition. What's good? Let's start it out with some blue tears, orange tears, Blorange tears. Let's go. Let's go. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot in a single juicy fruit, somebody say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So I want to quote the great American poet, Prodigy. Prodigy said, there's a war going on outside no man is safe from. You can run. Hold on. Let me tell Miss Mocha something. You interrupted and you. All right. She's trying to get on camera just now. Yeah, man. So to quote the great American poet Prodigy, there's a war going on outside no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk around with your head down, scared to look. You shook, because there's no such things as halfway crooks. Or we can quote the great American poet, Grand Poobah. The great Grand Poobah said, now a lot of people think this is easy as it looks. Books and books of rhyme concepts and hooks. Session to session to get thoughts manifested. Stressing to hit the world with a blessing. Bim! Let's go. Sharon Cloud, I see you. What's good? Book up. White Falcon is in the building. Will Salkin was good. Mr. Vince is in the building. What's good? Bright and early. What's good? I see you. Jamie Peralta, Jeremy Nussbaum is in the building. What's good? Rabbit Pie is in the building. What's good? Top of the top. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Here's the thing I want to get at, man. I couldn't wait. I was wanting to. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was wanting to. But so this lady at work tells me, this is strange. I'm gonna get to Knicks talk, but this is strange. The lady says, hey, you shaved your mustache, it make you look skinnier. Exactly. It was awkward. I didn't know how to take it. I didn't know how to take it either. Anyway, let's talk about these Knicks. If you are proud of RJ Barrett, stand up. Fabian Williams, me too. What the fuck is that? Me too. Me too. Me too. What? But if you proud of RJ Barrett performance the other night, stand up, right? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Oh, let me do. You know what? That is the tip off. Listen. When is the last time that you, as a Knicks fan, can say our franchise had a two-way player? T-Jack, what's good? When's the last time the Knicks could say our franchise had a two-way player? When's the last time our franchise had a great two-way player? A guy that legit contributes top-notch or top-level defense, right? And top-notch offense at the same time. Chuck Allen, what's good? Chuck Allen in the building. When's the last time the Knicks could say that they had a top-notch offensive player that was also a top-level defensive player, and the league acknowledged that guy? Tell me. Right? Because I heard LeBron James go on and on like Erykah Badu after the game, right? Paris Duggar is in the building. What's good? So Paris Duggar says, we still can't really. All praise due to RJ Barrett for almost being that. Amen. Hey, man, look. RJ Barrett scored 36 points against three dudes that are going to swim into the Hall of Fame. Okay? RJ Barrett scored 36 points against three guys that are going to moonwalk into the Hall of Fame. Right? RJ Barrett scored 36 points against, and who, in my opinion, is the greatest player to ever do it in LeBron James. LeBron James is the GOAT, period. LeBron James has done stuff in this league, to this league, and for this league that no other player has done. And don't start talking about Michael Jordan and some shoes, because that's stupid. LeBron James has done stuff in this league, for this league, and to this league that makes him the GOAT, right? And RJ Barrett scored 36 against him and guarded him. LeBron James is a 6'9", 270 athletic freak freight train, and our 6'6", 214-pound guard guarded him and told the coaching staff he wanted to do it. Told the coaching staff, yes, LeBron James is my assignment. Rick V's in the building. Right? Hey, Amani the Great, what's good? I see you out here. Hey, Will Salker says MJ would have got the same business. Yeah. You think? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna sound like an RJ Homer, but it's a Knicks channel. I got a Knicks shirt on too, man, by the way. So that lets you know what I'm thinking off rip. Michael Jordan would have let Scottie Pippen guard RJ, and then Jordan would have tried to score 50 on RJ on the other end. LeBron James, on the other hand, don't have a Scottie Pippen, bro. RJ Barrett. What I'm here to tell you is a star is born, right? Because when a star is being born, listen, when a star is being born, there's always a series of events, right? There's always a series of events, right? You have a breakout game against a bad team, like you score like 33 against Orlando, and then you're on SportsCenter like, hey, he scored 33 against Orlando. And then you hit like a game winner against somebody on a dead night, and then it makes it seem like that's the greatest shot in team history, right? Sherwin M was good. You defend Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, and both of them come to the podium, and it's like, how old's that kid? 19? Oh yeah, he gonna be something in this league. They throw little things out there, right? Right? Kawhi is like, yeah, how old is that kid again? Oh, he'll be 20 and he'll be 20 on such and such. Yeah, he gonna be a player. Right? It's little things. Little things. Adele Chapman is in the building. Dripmore, what's good? What's good? I'm officially, hey, as of Saturday night, I'm officially off this Westbrook trade thing, bro. Jason Williams, what's good? Mo Ed is in the building. What's good? Sincere is in the building. Sincere the Genius is in the building. Jason Williams said Lakers winning the championship. Okay. The Knicks might not win it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Knicks may not win the championship, but so what? What we want to do is continue down this path of finding guys that are going to be able to lead us to a championship in the future. Because every season ends with one champion, right? 29 other teams are basically, going back to the drawing board trying to figure it out. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So what I would say to you, I would say this to you, Knicks fans, and of which I am one. A star is born. A star is born. Right? I watched the game with the game on the line. Fournier was coming down. Fournier was got the rebound and was coming down trying to figure out what to do. He looked like a veteran that was shook in the moment. He got a rebound. He's like, "Oh, what do we do?" And RJ Barrett was right behind him trying to catch up. Ev! And Evan Fournier turns around and kicks it to RJ Barrett. And RJ Barrett hits a three to send the game into overtime. Here's the thing. This is how you know a star is born, right? This is how you know a star is born. Right? This is how you know a star is born. Kemba Walker, a former NBA All-Star, a lottery pick, a college superstar, comes down on the fast break and is under the rim and can't jump. His knees are gone. So what he does is turns around and passes it to another guy, and the ball is swatted. Right? King Emmett was good. And the ball is swatted away. It was a terrible play by Kemba Walker. A terrible play. Because Kemba Walker, when you on a fast break, you are taught to go to the hole strong. Kemba Walker. But Kemba Walker his knees are gone. Kemba's knees are gone. Right? It's just water. It's water. Kemba's knees are gone. Right? So Kemba, in the moment where we needed him to score, couldn't perform. RJ Barrett, in the moment where we needed somebody to step up. You remember that song, We Need a Hero? We need a hero. Whatever. I never told y'all I was a singer. I just told y'all I was a Knicks fan. B from Jersey's in the building. Was good. I never told y'all I was a singer. I just told y'all I was a Knicks fan. I'm keeping it a buck. Right, but when we needed somebody to step up, RJ Barrett stepped up. And I'm thinking a star is born. White Falcon, this is water, bro. This is what we do out here on the East Coast, bro. We drink water. Black University is in the building. What's good? Paris Douglas says, imagine RJ Barrett with Reddish as a sidekick being his Pippin. All right, Paris Douglas. Okay. So clearly, you did not hear Uncle Freezy make 9 other panelists frustrated with how I believe Cam Reddish is going to be the next Tracy McGrady. Joseph Gonzalez is in the building. What's good? Salute. Salute, Joseph Gonzalez. Paris Douglas. And listen, I like to read Paris Douglas. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like to read Paris Douglas stuff. So Paris Douglas says, so Paris Douglas says, Kemba Walker has to save his career by retiring. Bim, I'm with you. Yo, is this J Boogie?
Yo, good morning.
Hey, yo, we doing this show right now. J Boogie, what's good?
Oh, I was on Twitter. My bad. I didn't mean to call you. I saw you with a missed call.
Ladies and gentlemen, MC Supreme J Boogie is live via iPhone. Hey, I was calling you to check on you to see how you was doing.
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Everything is blessed, man. I'm good, man.
Okay.
Everybody else doing. How the fans doing? Shout out to the Jets.
Yo, we got 55 people in the chat at 8:09 in the morning. I see Mo Ed, Black University, Sherwin M, Paris Duggar, Joseph Gonzalez, White Falcon, B from Jersey. Man, there's a bunch of people in the chat. Let me get off this phone so I can finish rocking with them. I'll just call and check on you.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I need to run.
All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Danny 7 in the building. White Falcon, listen. This segment is about RJ Barrett, but I'm gonna tell you about Tracy McGrady in a second, bro. Bro, you can't judge people by how they look. People used to say Tracy McGrady looked lazy and sleepy. Tracy McGrady looked sleepy. He really want to play ball. He looked sleepy. He looked lazy. Right? Nick P is in the building. And Joseph Gonzalez says, people will be surprised how a player can benefit from support. When the Nets supported Russell, he turned to that all-star. Same could be with Cam Reddish. Similar thing happening with RJ. Yeah. So the thing is with Cam Reddish is nobody denies his skills. The skills are there. The talent is there. Period. In a discussion on that is opportunity. It's opportunity. Will he get the opportunity to become a Paul George-esque, Tracy McGrady-esque type player? Chuck Allen said, T-Mac couldn't help his lazy eyes. Hey, bro, it is what it is. Eyes are the window to the soul, bro. That's what they say. And Sincere the Genius says it was effortless for T-Mac. Not in the beginning. Not in the beginning. Butch Carter wouldn't play him, or whoever the coach was. And Sherwin M just threw a live grenade in the chat. Sherwin M, it's too early in the morning to start these type of debates, okay? Sherwin M Sherwin M just threw a live grenade in the chat, and now I don't know what to do. Sherwin M just said, before T-Mac got hurt, he was better than Kobe Bean Bryant. Now, I didn't come here for controversy this morning. I didn't come here for controversy, right? But already controversy has permeated the conversation. So already Uncle Freezy is saying that LeBron James, and I got to give LeBron a weird middle name. I don't know what his middle name is, right? LeBron Deion James is better than Michael Jeffrey Jordan, right? What's LeBron James's middle name? LeBron Robert James is better than Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Jermaine Royster is in the building. Jermaine Royster is in the building, representing. What's good? So here's the thing. I feel like LeBron James is better than Jordan. I watched both in their prime, right? I probably watched about 10 great plays. I said 10. I should have did that, yo. I watched 10 great NBA players in their prime. Right? Jamie Peralta. Jay, listen. I know you feel like Jordan is the GOAT, bro, but listen. How about this? I watched Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his prime. Now, take that. I watched Kareem. I wish is there any 50-year-olds in here? Is there any 50-year-olds in here? Yo, Craig Wright, what's good? Craig Wright says Freezy can do stop it because last year you said Randall is up there with Larry. No, I didn't. I said he had a season with his statistically those numbers were there with Larry Bird. I have Larry Bird on such a pedestal. Bro, listen. Nah, you misheard that, bro. His numbers statistically, he has a statistical season like Larry Bird. 1. And that appears to be an anomaly. I hold Larry Bird in such great regard. Man, listen. Nah, bro. No. I ain't gonna do no Julius Randle Larry Bird thing. No. I ain't gonna do that. I said statistically his numbers compared to a Larry Bird season, but no, Julius Randle is not Larry Bird. No, we ain't gonna do that. Julian Blum, what's good? Joseph Gonzalez says, Wilt is the GOAT, to be honest. Dude was an alien. I agree. I just didn't see him in his prime. So I can only speak to the people that I saw. You feel me? Like I ain't ready to act like I know everything, bro. I'm just going by the stuff that I saw. Right? Kaiser Sauce says, salute. Yo, nah, man, I've been cutting. Yo, if I tell you what I've been eating, you'll laugh, yo. If I tell you legit what I've been eating, yeah, you'll laugh. They say abs are made in the kitchen. That's all I'm gonna say, and they better be. They better be because we've been sincerely cutting back in this kitchen. Julian Tran, what's good? Money bag. Hey, what's good? Russell was a beast, maybe the greatest. And I agree with y'all on that. I just didn't see Bill Russell in his prime. But who I'll tell you who I did see in his prime, though. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the late 70s, the mid-late 70s. Bro. I'm telling you, listen. Cap had a move. So, listen. You know how everybody say, if you want to be unstoppable offensively, you need a go-to move. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had a go-to move with either hand. Bim. The original DSJ is in the building. What's good? What's good? Craig Wright says, don't hype up RJ to bring him down later when I said RJ is future captain. Nah, bro. Nah, we don't want to do that. Now, what we'll do, we can be critical of RJ. And for those that don't understand what being critical is, critical means the process of criticizing, right? Honestly, honest criticism, right? Honest criticism, feedback, honest feedback, right? No agenda, just honest. Like, RJ should have hit some. RJ, here's honest feedback from or criticism of RJ. RJ is a guard/forward that shoots 69% from the free throw line. He could probably improve in that area. Is that honest criticism and feedback? I believe so. Right? I believe so. Amani the Great says, honest criticism of RJ is why he make the shot. He holds his arm up while his opponent runs behind him to get out layup. Okay. Mr. Vince says RJ needs to get the free throw percentage up above 80% to become an all-star. I believe so. Hey, Mr. Vince, tell me who RJ Barrett reminds you of as a player. Tell me who RJ Barrett reminds you of as a player. Sherwood M says, I saw Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I saw the great Hakeem Olajuwon. I think the dream was better. Oh, what? Oh, Sherwin M is throwing live grenades in the chat. Lord have mercy. Oh, Sherwin M. Sherwin M, what are you doing on Monday morning? So I'll name the 10 guys that I was referencing, right? Because what I want to do is have a reference point for RJ Barrett, right? So here are, and I keep doing 5, but here are the 10. You know what? Let me put it on screen. I'll put it on screen with us. I'll put it on screen with us if it ever show up. Computer. All right. Give me a split second because I didn't have this planned. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna jot down some names real quick, and then I'll share them with you guys, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Okay. Just give me a second. I'm here. Don't go nowhere. Don't disappear. Don't disappear. I'm here with you. I'm here with you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this together, okay? Calm down. 7. All right, Kobe Bryant. LeBron James. How many people do I have right now? How many people do I have? 8? That's all I have is 8. That's interesting. I said 10, but I only have 8. That is interesting. Okay. I only have 9. I only have 9, so I got a fake list. Hey, y'all, I have a fake list. I have a fake list. I said 10, and I only have 9. What? I said 10, and I only have 9, so I lied. Oh, you know what? Maybe y'all can add the 10. I'll share the list with you. You look at my list. I have 9. Y'all tell me who it is I should add. Right? Y'all see my list, right? I'll make it bigger so you guys can see it. I'll make it bigger. That's too big. Oh, I got 10. I got 10. I'm sorry. I have 10. I have more than 10. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart. I have 11. I have 11 people on this list. You guys tell me now, seeing this list, tell me who it is. So I've seen, I started seeing, I'm talking about from about 1975 to present. About 1975. Less athletic D Wade. Mr. Vince says Hakeem had the best footwork in the low post for a center. He could take you outside and cook you as well. Just a different style of play than Kareem. No, Kareem better, bro. Kareem. Cap is better. Cap is 5 times better than Hakeem Olajuwon. Cap in his prime. Cap in his prime is 8 times better than Olajuwon, bro. Cap in his prime. Cap might be the GOAT. I'll put it there. My GOAT list is LeBron, Cap, Michael Jordan. Wow. Amani, are you serious, bro? Do you know how good this dude has to be to become Grant Hill? Eyeball 55 says, I thought he was gonna write Randall after Julius. I almost had a heart attack. Hey, me too. Don't scare me like that, bro. Bro, you thought I was gonna put Julius Randle on the greatest players list since 1975? No, bro. I'm drinking water. Trust me, this is water. I'm not tipsy, bro. Sam Grandison says, y'all, why? Oh, geez. Oh, I forgot, man. My bad. Let me do this. I don't know why. I didn't do this. So Sherwood M says, the young guys didn't know how good Grant Hill was before he got hurt. Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you on this, bro. Not only was Grant Hill on the verge of becoming potentially the GOAT, but he created a player archetype. Like he legit created a player archetype, right? I'll give you an example. Michael Jordan didn't create a player archetype, but he took his player archetype and perfected it, right? Because Michael Jordan's player archetype is like David Thompson, Skywalker, the original Skywalker, right? 6'5", 6'6" guard with a huge vertical that can shoot, super competitive, score many buckets, okay? Right? But Grant Hill was a 6'8" forward that could play point guard, that can dribble past. Man, listen. Man, Grant, hey, and before y'all say Magic Johnson is Grant Hill's archetype, before y'all do that, just keep in mind that Grant Hill could shoot, right? Grant Hill could shoot. And I'm not saying he was a great shooter. What I'm saying is he can work the ball and get into his shot. Magic Johnson, not so much. But Magic was great. DSJ says, sounds like Scottie Pippen. Nah, no. Scottie Pippen could do some of the things that Grant Hill could do, but Grant Hill was so superior offensively to Scottie Pippen. And it's not just about how many shots you take either. My man, legit, hey man, Grant Hill was that dude. Yo, it's a CWC sighting. What's good, CWC? And Craig Wright says Hill was going to be great before injuries. I agree with you, bro. You absolutely right. You absolutely right, big man. You absolutely right. Bodega Wi-Fi says Penny Hardaway. Oh, wee. Oh my goodness. Yo, Penny could do some stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. Penny got drafted the year before Grant Hill, right? Jeremy Nussbaum is, I'm sorry, Jeremy Maynard is in the building. What's good? Toonie Music, what's good? What's good? Allah Wise, what's good? Yo, Allah Wise, you missed the vibes and stuff conversation Saturday. You legit missed the vibes and stuff conversation we had Saturday, bro. So the vibes and stuff conversation was the cool. Are you cool or do you have swag? Let me stop this here and then let me bring my guy in here. Where's my guy intro at? Let me see. I labeled it one thing and I'll be looking for another. Chuck Allen in the building. It was good.
Salute, Unc. Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. A little perturbed by this conversation that we're having. A lot of nonsense is being thrown out, but I'm here
What?
to help sort it all out. Let's go.
What?
Let's do it. Good morning. Good morning, chat. How's everybody doing this morning? Somebody has had too much of something.
Okay.
Let's get it. Let's talk about these things.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Because for
Let's
one,
go.
if you about to come in here and say Jordan's better than LeBron, bro, you might need a few more minutes of sleep.
Wow.
If you about to say Jordan is better than LeBron, come on, bro.
Okay. Well, we can have the conversation for sure, but to say, all right, let's have the conversation. Let's take the 6 rings off the table, because when people make that argument, in my personal opinion, I said, well, what about Bill Russell? What about
Right.
because he won like 7 or 8 straight.
Yeah.
And then won some as a coach.
Yeah.
So I just I don't take the titles and the nonsense that they put around Jordan. I'm a Jordan hater. But to say LeBron James is better, let me hear your argument, huh?
All right, let me do this first. Danny Landis.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Is in the building. Was good. How's Lucas?
He's good. Freezy, his team this year was terrible, bro. They lost yesterday 41-4. Lucas scored both baskets, but the team, they just stand around and do nothing. The kids dribble up the court at half court, they get stuck, they freeze, and nobody comes to get the ball from anybody.
Oh, geez.
Yesterday, the other team kept stealing the ball from them every time they get up to half court.
Oh, boy.
And Lucas was like almost about to cry because he doesn't like to lose.
Right.
And I told him, I said, you can't beat 5 guys by yourself.
Right.
You need your teammates to help you. You're trying your best. That's all you can do. You don't win every game. We win, we lose. That's it. You're just here to have fun,
Right.
But it's bad this year, bro. This team.
I see
that shave.
Such is life, bro.
The Dapper Don.
Yeah, we trying, bro. I'm trying to shave off some more pounds, but listen, I'm trying to get to Chuck Allen, bro. I want to get to Chuck because Chuck said Michael Jordan is in the GOAT conversation with LeBron James, and I keep trying not to laugh out of respect for Chuck, because we like Chuck, right?
Yes.
But
what's going on right now? No. You're not about to pull this Jedi mind trick with other people. Let's talk about what you said. You said that LeBron James is the GOAT. He will put Michael Jordan to shame. Now let's.
No, I ain't saying put him to shame. I said Michael Jordan is 3 on the list behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay. Again, I have to say, man, when we talk about these particular accolades, like Lou Alcindor was amazing. College player. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a great NBA player. Even when he was old, he still had that unstoppable move, that sky hook. Now, I think Kareem's name should get way more respect than it does. But I'm not. You know what? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Convince me, because I don't think LeBron should be above Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But let's go.
Chuck, that's because you young, bro. That's because you a baby. That's because how old are you? 27, 28? And no, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't
All
tell
right.
me. But you look like it. You look like it in the face, like around the eyes, like you like 26, 27.
I'm 40, but let's go.
Chuck, like, don't play these games with me. And now, hey, but listen, hear me out. Right? Here's the thing. When you look at those Michael Jordan teams, ask yourself this. Did those Michael Jordan teams have a Hall of Fame coach? Did those Michael Jordan teams have a Hall of Fame coach?
Yeah.
Did those Michael Jordan teams have players that won championships in other places? Yes. That's an easy answer. Yes.
Okay.
Because those Michael Jordan teams had ex-Celtics of the 80s and ex-Pistons, ex-Bad Boy Pistons on it. Right?
Okay.
Ask yourself this. Right? Ask yourself this. How many top 100 players of all time did Michael Jordan play with to win those championships?
That's
Right?
that's not fair, because
Right.
those guys weren't that at the time. Like all that came along with playing with Jordan and doing what they did, but
Right.
at the time, no.
Right. But no, I said that to ask this because I'm going to ask the same thing of LeBron James. Right? How many all-time coaches did LeBron James play for? All-time great coaches.
All right. You got, but see, even in that, if one guy would have been one of those coaches would have stuck with LeBron through most of his career in Cleveland, then you could say that. Like, okay, yes, he has a all-time great coach, because even Phil Jackson, man, to all that worked in tandem.
Right. That's my point, Chuck. That's
Okay.
the whole point. That's the whole point of the argument. Is
Okay.
is the Chicago Bulls? The Chicago Bulls were the perfect storm, right?
Yes.
All-time great player, all-time great coach, all-time great executives in the front office, right? And his Robin is a top 75 player of all time.
Okay.
Scottie Pippen is a top 70, probably top 50, right? And then LeBron James had played with dudes named Smush Parker. LeBron James took a team to the finals with the second best player was a dude named Anthony Parker. Not even Smush Parker. You know Candace Parker brother Anthony Parker? LeBron James took him to the finals. Him and Danny Green. They went to the finals against the Spurs and got the brakes beat off them, right? But Michael Jordan wouldn't have been able to take no Anthony Parker to no finals, bro. Come on.
Okay, now that part of the argument, I'm a ride with you, and people in the chat can disagree. Michael Jordan didn't win any championships until they got that. Where Scottie came from? Arkansas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't win no championships till he got that guy. Like that. Most of Michael Jordan teams were, I'm not going to say stacked, but they complemented one another. You had Scotty being able to guard the best player on the floor, and then you went from Horace Grant to Dennis Rodman as your power forward, who can also guard dang
1
near
through
anybody.
5. Yeah,
Right.
1 through 5. Yep.
Don't forget about Kukoc too.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Bro. And so let me give credit to Eric Spoelstra. I didn't give credit. Eric Spoelstra is an excellent coach. So because I think Eric Spoelstra won what, 5 titles? No, 3 titles.
3 or 4.
Three titles. Okay, yeah, he won 3 titles, all with LeBron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it 2? 2 titles with LeBron. I mean, yeah, I think he won 2 titles with LeBron, and then he won. No,
he won 3 because LeBron has 4. He only won 1. No, he won 2.
2, yeah, because LeBron, bro, won a championship with 3 different franchises. Michael Jordan.
Oh, I'm letting it marinate. Okay. But Mike was able to assemble 2 great teams, and like I said, going from Horace Grant to Dennis Rodman is like an upgrade.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. But Chuck, let me put the argument to rest for you. I'm gonna say this is what they call the coup d'etat, the coup de grace, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is the closing. This is the closing. This right here is the finisher. This right here is what they call Danny, you watch WWE?
Always. I took training for that back in the days, and I quit though because I wasn't a big guy back then. I gave up. I was training with Johnny Rods in Brooklyn,
right.
Oh wow,
Taz and all those dudes.
Right.
Damian Demento, Tommy Dreamer. I quit. I gave up. My father paid like $2,500, and I just quit. I gave up. I shouldn't have. I made a mistake.
I heard it was tough, bro.
Yeah, very tough. It's not easy.
Let me bring in Diaz Balling right quick. Let me bring in, because I think Chuck probably gonna need some help on this.
Wow.
Chuck, I'm messing with you. Hey, I'm messing with you, baby boy. I'm messing with you, baby boy.
Chuck doesn't need help. He knows what he's talking about.
Nah, Chuck good. Chuck good. He always good. Bro, these beats, I swear, I just need to get me an ink pen. I need to get me an ink pen and a pad, bro, and just write to these beats, bro. They be fire. Diaz Balling, what's good?
What's good? So let me get this straight. RJ Barrett comes off a career night on national television, and you want to have a Jordan versus a LeBron, who's better debate. That's what we're doing right now?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
You out your mind.
Nah, because what it is the conversation progress. I was talking about RJ becoming a star, and I was explaining the path to stardom is not a linear one. You have these events that happen during your career, and some of them are like things you do on the court, and some of them are just like respect from other NBA players. But the LeBron Jordan thing, I know you want to come in and have your say on that. I would love for you to. Huh?
I said I could care less, to be honest. Let's talk about RJ Barrett and how
well,
he's
let
the
me
man
finish.
on the
We'll
team.
finish this LeBron versus Jordan thing.
Go ahead.
Right. So we'll finish. So here's the thing. The thing with LeBron and Jordan, bro, the finisher, the sweet chin music to this LeBron thing is this. Michael Jordan played in an era where no teams wanted to form a super team. So even if you were a great player, you stayed on your team and tried to lift them up to knock off the big guy. During LeBron's era, players formulate other teams against LeBron to try to knock him off, and he still knocked him off. LeBron James was making the finals during the era of super teams, right? Can you imagine a team that had Dominique Wilkins, Patrick Ewing, and Mark Price going to go up against Michael Jordan? Do you think Michael Jordan would have won six championships? Just think about this: a team with Kevin Johnson, Reggie Miller, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Do you think Michael Jordan would have beat that team? That's the kicker. That's the reason why LeBron is the GOAT. Because while he did form a super team himself, he went against other super teams too. And then sometimes he made the finals and didn't have a super team, bro. Jordan played in the era where everybody stayed on their own team.
Yeah.
And that's how he won championships, bro. If Jordan played against super teams, there is no way on God's green earth Jordan would have 6 championships. Probably lucky to have 2. Because think about if the Seattle Sonics had Dominique Wilkins, can you imagine Gary Payton, Dominique Wilkins, and Sean Kemp? Bro, Jordan would not have 6 rings. I'm sorry. And that's why I say LeBron James is the GOAT. Sorry.
Dude, can we move on, bro?
Can we move on to Barrett? Those moves, he has some nice moves.
That's terrible argumentation for LeBron being the GOAT, to be honest.
What?
So let's just move it on, bro.
What? What are you talking about? How was that terrible? So super teams don't exist.
That's not the argument.
Super teams don't exist. Super teams never existed.
Let me ask you a question, Freezy. When LeBron won his first title, right?
Right.
What team was he on?
Miami.
Who did Miami have?
A super team.
Oh.
Who did they play though? Who did Miami beat? Who did that Miami team beat in the finals? Did they have a super team?
Well, they actually lost the first time to the Dallas Mavericks. They had no answer for RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a coach. Yeah, that was a coaching issue.
Oh no, that was a whole thing issue.
let me bring you.
They had to learn how to win.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring in Jay Boogie right quick.
Let's get it. Y'all be spitting with your flows, I'm just podcasting. That's right. On the air every day, I'm just podcasting. What? You don't know what that mean when I say I'm podcasting. I'm broadcasting these flows with the podcasting. Every day of my life, I'm just podcasting. Right. Share my dreams with you, me and I'm podcasting. What? You can see my vision through the podcasting. Yeah. But don't forget Jay Boogie when I'm broadcasting. What? I'm podcasting, he's podcasting. What? I've been spitting this venom since Karate Flicks. When Mr. Sims was sharing nothing but the Knicks. I guess you know by now, I seen some tough years. Now I know the reason why Freezy got them blowing tears.
MC Supreme, Jay Boogie is in the building. What's good?
Good morning, AM. You know I'm only up here for one reason, because I told you to the trade deadline I didn't want to continue on talking about the same thing. So you know why I'm up here, right? Because you up here talking that nonsense early on a Monday. First day of the week, first Monday of February, first Monday. You up there talking insane without being insane, because you're not. Right. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the panel. Everybody rocking that orange and blue. But LeBron has never changed the game, dude. You're never. He ain't done nothing. He has done nothing what Magic has done. So where did he change the game? Ever.
J Boogie, come on, bro. Don't do
Where
this.
has he ever changed the game? His Bay Jane?
Oh, gee.
Michael
Come on,
changed the
man.
game.
Don't
Mike,
do LeBron like this, bro.
hey, yo, Mike changed the game. Mike told Magic, I'm not wearing them funny Converses you and Larry wearing. That's
Right.
number one. He changed them back, them tight shorts. Now, them skinny jeans, everybody wear. Mike could never wear them. Mike put on the baggy shorts. You know, so he changed the whole game. But I'm going to give you two scenarios, and then I'm going to leave you alone. The first scenario is look in the Hall of Fame and see how many dudes Mike has kept out of there with a ring compared to LeBron. How many Hall of Famers would LeBron have given up to get a ring? That's number one. But I'm going to give LeBron a sense of hope. This is his only hope to pass Michael Jordan. His only hope is when his son comes to the league and whatever team he go to, because LeBron is smart. He's watching. He set himself up to be a free agent that year. If he goes and play with his son and win a championship, that's the only way he would pass Mike, because Mike Kids was garbage. You can ask Eric Gordon about that. That's the only way he gonna play. He'll never be on Mount Rushmore. Too many legends. Mike has stopped him getting a ring. You talking about going to play with other teams? Mike would have never done that, because I don't want you to get a ring while I'm playing. And the only ring you're gonna get after I started getting rings is if I stay there, Akeem. So I just wanted I listen to you before y'all get the going off about the Knicks, because I don't want to talk about that. But God, congratulations to RJ Barrett for doing this thing, getting his career high, and now I don't have to listen to the chat talking about Julius stopped him from getting his career high. So,
hey, let me say something real quick to Brad Johnson. Hey, Brad Johnson, bro, this is the best news, man, I heard all year. Brad Johnson, hey, you our guy, man. We've been following you close. 2 months of remission today, 60 days. That's one hell of an anniversary, bro. And we pray that you continue to be healthy and don't forget, man.
Absolutely.
So wherever we can support, we'll support, bro.
Yes.
Hey, you was much a part of the show as anybody else, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. Stay healthy. And my man is from a land down under, right? Professional basketball player, Brad Johnston, played in Australia and all that. So that's my guy, man. That's my man. So, but yeah,
good news, great news.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
And like he said, don't be afraid, to say anything. If you need anything, you're more than welcome from me. You know what I'm saying? You're more than welcome from me.
For sure. J Boogie.
Yes.
What is that mess you talking about, bro?
I'm just telling you.
I cannot believe what I just heard. I thought you knew better, J Boogie. Come on, J Boogie. When you said LL was better than Nas, bro, I'll let you live. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you live, bro. But come on, man. You saying Mike is better than LeBron?
I didn't say LL was better than Nas.
Okay, all right.
I said LL was the GOAT, the greatest.
Okay.
I didn't just include Nas. I said he was the GOAT. Because until LL said the GOAT, I never heard of that word until Muhammad Ali's wife called him that. That's where GOAT came from. And everybody missed it but LL. So, he introduced it to the hip-hop field. GOAT.
Right. No doubt.
Do you think Mike would ever went to Detroit because I'm tired of them beating me? No, but LeBron got tired of them beating me. I'm going to Miami.
Bro.
And keep this in mind, too. When Jordan was playing, the NBA at that time was like a semi-national phenomenon. It was getting there, and Magic and Bird helped that. Mike brought it to a global status as to what it is today. Keep that in mind. If that's not trend setting, if that's not a once in a generational type of movement, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah, so what does that mean? So So if Mike got them that TV contract, what did LeBron do for TV contracts?
He expounded on the foundation that was already paved by those before him.
Okay. All right. So did Mike. Because I used to watch the NBA on TV before Michael Jordan, bro. Just saying.
But what about the internet? What about the internet? Mike made sure that you wouldn't miss these guys. You know how many young kids nowadays have missed Mike?
Yo, the only thing Jordan did really was made Space Jam.
Wow. Yo, he's so
man.
disrespectful, yo. He is so disrespectful.
All right. All right.
Hey, that's funny because LeBron made a Space Jam also.
And Mike's Space Jam was way better than LeBron's.
Right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know. Yeah, I know.
He got jammed up in space. Yo, Danny Landis, yo, handle your business. Hey, yo, Chuck, my brother, what's up, man? D's balling, what's
up?
Right,
good,
yo. Hey.
Yo, so I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I saw RJ Barrett.
Hey, I gotta go, man. Salute, y'all. You said the right. You said the word.
Boogie, salute, brother.
Thank you for bringing some sense into this. Appreciate it.
So I saw RJ Barrett, right? Saturday night, and I saw some. You know how when you watch a fight and you can look at people, like look people in the eye and see which ones want to fight and which ones don't, but they still there. So when I saw Kemba Walker catch the pass and go to the basket to do the layup, and when he stopped, looked at the basket and then turned around and looked for somebody to pass to, I knew it right that Kemba Walker has no more fight in him. Kemba Walker is done, right? Done as an NBA player, right? He don't have no more fight left in him. Because how do you feel like Russell Westbrook is going to block your shot from behind on the fast break when you had a 10-foot head start? Maybe he would have, right? But if you had fight in you, you would have went to the basket strong, right? At the same time, I saw Alec Burks, the Knicks down by 4. Alec Burks wide open in the corner for 3. Miss a 3. The Lakers get the rebound. Alec Burks is shaking his head like, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? It made me feel like he had limited fight in him, right? And then Evan Fournier gets the rebound. Evan Fournier fouls the other guy with 40 seconds left on the clock, right? Why did Evan Fournier foul right there? Because all we had to do was go down and play defense at the other. All we needed was a defensive stop. But when you're not a defender, you don't trust your defense, right? So you go straight for the foul and stop the clock. Like, I was like, man, how does Evan Fournier not have no fight right there? But then we go down. They miss a shot. Evan Fournier gets the rebound and is dribbling down the floor, looking around for something to do. I think they put 4 seconds left on the clock, but in my mind, it was like 3 seconds left on the clock. And RJ Barrett is screaming, Ev! And Evan Fournier passes it to RJ Barrett, and RJ Barrett steps into a 3 with 3 seconds left to go in regulation and nails it. That makes me think that RJ Barrett has a level of fight that these other Knicks don't have, right? And that makes me think that a star is born, right? Because you have to have big cojones to want to take that shot right there. Beg for the ball to take that shot right there, right? Real King says Freezy take the position that most people disagree with. No, I don't. Real King, I'm definitely a man of my own. I don't need nobody, bro. I don't even have to do the KMD, bro. I don't need validation from other people. I'm good. When I tell you what I'm feeling, it's what I'm feeling. Now take that.
We knew that RJ Barrett had a pit bull makeup.
Right.
We've been known this.
Right.
And that's when that before his explosion this month and his semi ascension last year. That's one of the things we loved about him. We loved the fight. We saw the pit bull. We saw he ain't backing
Did
down.
you see his confidence get shaken when he was missing from 3 though?
Of course, but it didn't stop him. Like you could tell, like he wasn't having like a mental and an emotional breakdown from it.
He wasn't having a Randall.
Right. Like you could tell that, you know, he understood this is fire right now. This is a trial and tribulation period.
Right.
And there's bumps and roads to it, and there's ups and downs, and there's scrapes and bruises. And I think RJ Barrett is completely aware of those type of things.
Right. Right. Bro, I just when I saw Burks miss the 3 in the corner, it looked like he was disappointed, but it wasn't life or death for him, right? And I know people say like we take in sports we take jargon too far. We soldiers, we warriors, and I know sometimes we say so too, but I didn't see what's the word I'm looking for? I didn't see the desperation in Alec Burks.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like I didn't see the desperation to win, right? I saw a desperation to win. Yo, so Chuck, I legit saw in a close game. I saw RJ Barrett catch a pass in transition, drive all the way down and dunk on Anthony Davis. Beautiful. In a close game, right? That's desperation, bro. Like I want this win more than I want air itself. I saw that look in Kemba Walker's face on that layup when he stopped underneath the rim. Bro, how you gonna stop underneath your own rim and turn around and pass the ball back?
He was afraid of the block.
He was afraid because his body wasn't gonna cooperate. He washed. He knew he wasn't gonna be able to out jump Russell Westbrook. But anybody in here that coaches kids, they'll tell you, man, you gotta go to the hole strong in those opportunities. You gotta go to the hole strong because at the very least, the person might foul you and you get free throws. I think Kemba's done, bro. I
know he's done.
Yeah.
You got to think.
Yeah. Because when it starts affecting your mental, like when it starts affecting you mentally, like legit, you can't do the things you used to do, and now you doubt yourself. It's time to hang it up.
Yeah. Speaking of hang it up, I gotta walk back that Russell Westbrook. He looked horrible.
Yeah, he
looked
was
horrible Saturday. Like, nah, I don't want that for a year and a half. I'd rather go with anything else.
Yeah.
Anything else. Money wise, yeah, it probably works out for the in the long term. But nah, I can't. I saw something I had never seen before. The same thing that you're talking about, being defeated,
right?
Not having that fight,
right?
He didn't have that fight. He didn't have that dog in his eyes. He didn't have any of that. I think RJ Barrett definitely had his moment. That shot was in rhythm. When he got that ball, he stepped in, rhythm, confidence, knocked it down. Right. I like that. But overtime, superstars take over.
Right.
There was no takeover.
Right. So from RJ?
Yeah. But he played a great game. He played a great game. And I think that kind of thing comes along as he matures. But after I make that shot to send us in overtime, give me the ball, get out of the way. Because the greats usually do that. Get out of the way, give me the ball. I'm going to take us there. But other than that, I was very surprised. I was excited to see what he did. And I feel like he still needs to be criticized. We still need to be critical of him.
Of course.
So that
A good way.
Right, so that he can grow.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for sure I can say now, we definitely have something. Because I thought that was, this kid got ice water in his veins. Like, it's one thing to talk. It's one thing to talk a good game, and you say, oh, well, he's got the pedigree, blah, blah, blah. But when are we going to see this? Saw it on Saturday.
Chuck, just real quick. When the Knicks were down by I think 5 or something.
Mm-hmm.
RJ took a 3 to cut the lead to 2 and missed it. He missed it short.
Right.
Right. And so for a lot of players, if they beg for the ball in crunch time or in clutch situations and miss, you never hear from them again. But he clapped for the ball again and then hit the clutch 3.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Right.
Like I understand what you're saying about, big time players step up in big time situations. I feel you. I feel you there. But that 3, dog, you down by 3 with 4 seconds left, and he hit a 3 to send it to overtime. That's not big time.
That's a big shot. It sends you into overtime. Like, it's been a lot of guys to hit a go ahead 3 or a time 3 to send it into overtime. And yes, that's a part of being clutch. But when you have superstar DNA, when you have big dog DNA,
right,
you call for the ball.
Right.
Like, it's no ifs, ands, and buts. It's unfair to compare him to Kobe Bryant at this point in his career, but we all know Kobe's give me the ball.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Michael Jordan is give me the ball.
Right.
We know that Dwayne Wade is give me the ball.
Right.
So I was expecting that. I didn't my spots so I can make the best plays.
But Chuck, maybe that's part of his growing process.
Oh,
Don't forget he's a puppy. Right?
Oh, for sure. I'm not holding it over his head forever.
Right,
I'm just saying in this specific instance, it was like, okay, I wanted to see him, take over the game in the overtime and seal the win. Now, if he would have done that, y'all know what the conversation would have been this morning. Trade everybody. Let's build around RJ and Cam. Nobody else. Let's not keep anybody.
I say we still do that.
Right.
So I'm impressed by RJ, and I can't wait to see what he does going forward.
Yeah. And also keep in mind too, Chuck, after he had that stellar first half, in the third quarter, he shot 3 times. Was not in the action that they were running.
Right.
And he was just standing around.
Right.
So it is a little bit a part of maybe coaching too, because you can't just outlandishly. I don't think RJ's at that status where he could just outlandishly destroy the action and say, "Give me the ball, I got this." I don't think he's there yet, so he would have to pick and choose his battles right now with stuff like that. You gotta keep that in mind too.
And Tibbs was running an advanced pick and roll, and the dumb thing that they were doing were having him and Alec Burks run those stupid exit screens. You know how the big man comes to the block and then they screen for the guy and then they slide to the corner. That's how Alec Burks got that wide open 3 because of an exit screen, right? And I just said, man, coaches just get too cute with they man. Look, I'm with Chuck. Give RJ the ball, and we'll figure something out.
Absolutely.
You lost anyway. What did you have to lose? The game? You lost anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you wanted RJ Barrett on an exit screen, Alec Burks and Julius Randle up top. The dude got 36.
And this is my assessment, RJ as a whole, as far as today moving forward. And Freezy, you know this damn well. Last month at the beginning of January, I was already telling y'all that RJ Barrett has the keys to this team. And I was basing it based on how many shot attempts. Remember all that, right?
Right.
So I already knew this. Because you could just see the trend and the way he was being utilized and the way he wanted to utilize himself.
Right.
I'll say this. I think our organization, and I don't think right now that RJ Barrett is like the piece. Like, I don't think he's the guy yet. Right. And I'll say yet because the jury's still out. But I feel very comfortable at this point in time, him taking the reins of this team for a time being and having guys behind him follow him, having these young guys learn while they're around him. I think he's very good around the young guys. I think he's very good for the team. So even if he's not your piece moving forward, he's still an important piece because he can go get you a bucket.
Yep.
He does a lot of different things in the game. He rebounds. He can play make. He can do a lot of different things. He can defend, right?
Right.
And I think if somebody was to come along and be a more dynamic backcourt player, for example, RJ Barrett ain't got no ego. He will have no problem deferring to that and knowing what's best for the team. And I think those are the kind of attributes and characteristics we've been missing on this organization for a very long time from our star players or from our better players. And I say keep him. And I say run the team with him right now. Go ahead, get rid of the dead weight. Just run the team with him. Have these guys grow. Yeah, we'll take a step back, but it's a step back for 2 steps forward. And I'm willing to do that. And I think RJ is willing to do that as well.
Right. I feel you. I think the answers are already on the roster, to be honest with you. That's my opinion. I think that the answers that you need for your go-to players are on the roster. The point guard is definitely not on the roster right now. The point guard is did you see how bad Quickly played Saturday night?
Yeah.
Quickly was, oh my God. Quickly was trash, bro. Emmanuel, yeah. I'm gonna just say this. I love Quickly, right? Quickly is probably my 4th or 5th favorite Knick right now. But he played like he looked so bad. I don't even think Tibbs played him for the rest of the game.
Nope. Oh, he played 5 minutes. That was it.
He looked lost. Yo, I was like, what is, bro? Yeah. And then Kimba looked, yeah.
How much did Davis finish with, Freezy? 34?
Monster stats.
I see him, somebody putbacks from Davis yesterday on Mitchell Robinson. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know what's the big thing, Freezy? I think with the tail, like if you had to summarize it, right, to a conception about what happened Saturday night, I think the big thing for me, besides RJ Barrett on national television doing what he did, was very big for him. Julius Randle had a pretty decent game as well. At least he had a good first half.
Yeah.
But I think the big thing was that after all the crap that Frank Vogel gets, Frank Vogel showed the world that he can make in-game adjustments.
Yep.
And Frank Vogel also showed the world that Tibbs can't.
Right.
Well, see, you have to understand Frank Vogel has Fizdale on the bench. So, and Fizdale is all right, no bullshit. Let me stop. Frank Vogel did do exactly what you said, D. He made in-game adjustments. And Tibbs has shown time after time he cannot adjust. When the variables change, he does not know how to adapt and adjust. So
here's your adjustment. This wins the Knicks the game. Bring Emmanuel Quickly back in the game to guard Malik Monk. Or Miles McBride. Or Quentin Grimes.
You saw none of that.
Right. And so the reason why Well, when I saw this thing playing out in real time, I'm like, hey, we don't have anybody in the game to guard Malik Monk. But at the same time, we didn't have a point guard that could get us into offense either, which was frustrating. And so it's like, pick your poison. It's like, is this kid going to cool off? Hopefully this kid will cool off, and hopefully all these backup point guards will find some type of offensive continuity for us to run, and then that way we could, get into decent offense. And we were wrong on both.
Yeah.
So Sherwin M asked me, he says, do you know what a quick screen is? Are we calling these by different names? Do you know what a quick screen is?
Quick screens can mean a lot of things depending on the organization. Sometimes they use the same terms that means different things for them. But go ahead. I mean, he asked you the question. What's a quick screen?
Yeah. So I don't know if it's a quick screen or a ghost screen, right? You know how the ghost screen, like the screener comes up and he sets 1 foot to make it look like he's setting the screen, and then he takes off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? But like you usually do it with a shooter, right? Like say for instance, if you want to get RJ Barrett a 3 at the top of the key, Emmanuel quickly will come up and set up waiting for a screen on the wing. RJ comes with the ghost screen only to open up his hips, like to fake the screen and open up his hips so his chest is facing the rim.
Mm.
That's a ghost screen, because the defender thinks you're coming to set the screen. You're really not. You show it, but then you fade into, your shooting position. A quick screen, Sherwin M, you might have to explain that or send a. Okay. All right. He says a quick screen is what Mitch does. Okay. All right. Yeah, Mitch need to be better. Period. At screening. Hey, SB's Talk Sports is in the building. Chi-Town in the building. What's good? So SB, I know y'all feeling good about y'all team right now, man, with Lonzo and DeMar DeRozan and Alec Caruso and those guys, bro. Y'all gonna be pretty good. And he said, I told y'all to trade Randall when his value.
Yep.
Yeah, we gonna trade Randall for what's his name? What's the forward they got, the one that's hurt? The dude they got in the OB draft, Patrick Williams. Yeah, we're gonna trade Randall for Lonzo, DeMar DeRozan, and Patrick Williams, bro, and Valanciunas. Let me bring my man Sam in real quick.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What's good, boss?
I'm feeling
How was your
good.
weekend?
Hey, I'm feeling good, Freezy. I rested up. We didn't have any practice. So got 2 games upcoming this week, Dallas and Louisiana back to back. But I will be able to be on the show during this week, so that's what I'm excited about.
Oh, good, man. How your grades?
Hey, looking good, man. I just took an exam in finance, so I'm not gonna lie, that was stressful, but I'm pretty sure I did well.
No doubt.
Okay. Finance, bro. Man, you taking accounting classes too?
I already finished them.
What? Are you good at math, bro?
I gotta be.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I gotta be. I'm not gonna be nobody's agent.
Bro, Chuck, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. So I've been taking these accounting classes.
They rough.
And they give you like so So I've been attending Southern New Hampshire University, and they give you these grids in order for you to, bro. I would rather eat Carolina ghost peppers all day than to do that, bro. The Carolina peppers, the Carolina Reapers, I would rather eat them without water all day than do that.
It's rough, man. I'm glad I'm done with that.
Bro, it's crazy.
What's up, Sam?
What's going on, Danny?
Not much. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I'm just chilling.
A little disappointed that Knicks lost. We had that 21-point lead. We lost that game.
You know what was crazy about that, Freezy? I went to the store real quick, right? Because I figured, the Knicks is up by a solid amount. It only take me about 5 minutes to get back.
Knicks up by a dub.
Yeah, I come back home and I'm like, we losing.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, we were just up by like 15.
Bro. And then when you look at how we lost the lead. I'm sorry, Chuck. I'm sorry, go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, you can go, Chuck. I just had to point that out.
Oh no! I wasn't going to say anything at all. But since you gave me an opportunity to speak, yeah, the way we lost that league, it's coaching. Our coach is very stubborn. I don't think he has a real feel for the game. When you're away from something for a long time, it's hard to get back into the swing of things. But if you were already known as a guy who couldn't make those adjustments, it's just making it more evident and clear right now that we may need to go in a different direction as far as coaching, because I just believe it's a coaching issue that you kept those guys in there that long to lose the lead. Yo, they rattled off like 15 points.
Yeah. And still had them in there.
Yep.
What are you doing? What are you doing? And here's the thing: it's not like the guys that you're relying on are those type of dudes. Like, okay, I know I can put him in here and he's going to make a difference. It's not, and we've seen this over and over and over. For sure, before I start moving people, I would definitely move Tibbs. Tibbs got to go. I would want to see what someone else does. I would want to see what Johnny Bryant does with this group of guys and see what his basketball adjustments are before I start trading guys. Point guard, right. Johnny Bryant.
Right. No, I feel you. I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that, man. What Tom Thibodeau looks like to me offensively is like, you remember anybody ever in here ever have like an old man, like their uncle or a granddaddy, learn like a new dance move and try to do what the kids is doing? Like with me, one of my uncles tried to do the Dougie one time when he was drunk. Right? And I was like, man, if you don't sit your old ass down, he's like, no, Uncle Freezy, I got it. And he trying to do the Dougie, right? I'm like, oh my God, this is a disaster. And the kids got their phones out, and he looking at them like, why y'all got y'all phones out? Bro, they recording they drunk uncle trying to do the Dougie. That's what they doing. They get ready to put this. Oh my God, they get ready to put this. Man.
Oh man.
So this is what Tibbs. And mind y'all, I like Tibbs a lot, right? I think he gets done. He's being done a disservice right now because of the poor roster construction, right? But Tibbs right now looks like a dude that is taking elements from the Dallas Mavericks offense, and he used it Saturday night. He used elements from the Dallas Mavericks offense for RJ Barrett in the Luka spot, right? He used it Saturday night. I saw it. I went back, and before I got on here today, I went back and watched the evolution of the pick and roll. There's a video. I might put the link to it in the chat. So for anybody, any basketball nerds that like pick and roll stuff, basketball, all that. I'm really nerdy when it comes to that kind of stuff. But because I like watching back actions and the evolution of anyway. Tibbs was running like what Dallas runs with Luka, right? With RJ Barrett. right? The only thing about it is we don't have knockdown 3-point shooters, and we don't have wing players that are high flyers like Dallas. Like they just got like the perfect combination of guys, and we were running this, and so I see Alec Burks running, setting a back screen so RJ Barrett can exit out the back door for the corner three, and I'm like, Alec Burks shouldn't be screening right here because he's gonna be doing it half-hearted because for one, he doesn't have the ball in his hands as a point guard, and we know Burks is more of a ball dominant type of. Alec Burks has good decent handles for his size. And then I watch Evan Fournier run the same thing, you know what I'm saying, as the short D, you know what I'm talking about, the short roll man. You know what I'm saying? The short roll man looking to make the pass to the corner, to the guy in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And Evan Fournier is taking his time as the short roll man. Like, why are you taking your time, bro? You know these things, it's a timing to these plays that you run. And so I'm like, Tibbs, I think either he has his hands tied with vets that are inconsistent motors, emotion, or whatever, or young players that you want to run intricate offenses with, and then you can't because they have to learn how to run these plays. And so it's frustrating, man. It's like, Tibbs, I love you, bro, but you look like my drunk uncle doing a Dougie right now. That's what you look like, right? That's that. You know, I can't defend. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't defend Tibbs from y'all saying maybe a change needs to be made.
I'm glad you could join us on.
Right,
he goes back and forth with this, bro.
Yeah, because I don't want Tibbs to be fired, bro. I want Tibbs to be the coach, but at the same time, when you're running advanced pick and roll plays, when you know you don't have a point guard, that's a coaching thing. You run the advanced pick and roll plays with Kemba Walker, and Kemba Walker can't get to these spots, and he's not tall enough to pass over the defense. That's a coaching thing, bro. But what can you do? Because he doesn't have a DeJounte Murray, man. He don't have a decent point guard to run this stuff. So it's like the catch-22. You're gonna blame him if it worked. You know, if it don't work, you're gonna blame it if it's the personnel. Tibbs is just gonna get the blame regardless, when a lot of it has to do with roster construction. And then at the same time, you're trying to run intricate offenses with veterans that know how to run these plays, and they just don't run it. Now, them veterans not running plays, that's still a coaching issue, bro.
I was just gonna say that.
So
no matter how you chop it up, it all boils back to him.
I know he looks like your old ass uncle trying to do the Dougie.
That's it.
What do you
And then
tell
on
him?
top
What
of
do
that,
you tell him to sit down, right? And I'm sorry, D. You tell him to sit down. So what should we be telling Mr. Cobblepot?
Sit
Go
down.
ahead and sit down. Thank you.
yeah. And now, right? Because I know you like to pull for Tibbs, Freezy, and I got you. I understand. So now he can't do it with these vets, right? And I'm sorry, I don't care how you chop it up. It wasn't like the front office made these decisions and Tibbs didn't have a say in this. I'm sorry, I just refuse to believe that. So let's just say he had half a decision on this. So let's just say half of these moves is on his yay, right?
All right.
So he can't make it work with this. And then you want him to coach a bunch of young guys. You know, Tom Thibodeau, in all his years of coaching, has never been below 20th in pace.
Where's he at now, D? Dead last, right?
Yeah, and these last 2 years, we've been dead last about it.
Right.
So what do young guys like to do? They want to run.
They want to run.
They want to have fun. They want to get up and down the court. They want to be exciting. Why do you think Sam Van Gundy in New Orleans didn't work? Because he wanted them playing half-court offense when that team first had to ascend in their fast break game first, because they got the young legs. They got Lonzo at the point at that time. They just want to get up and down the court. Then when they get successful off that and they exit their first, second round, then you start slowing them down, right? Because they already know, okay, we know fast break ain't going to win us a chip, so we got to learn this half court game.
Right.
It doesn't work with Tibbs no matter which way you chop it up.
I know, man. Can I get on my Nerlens Noel tangent, Rich, just real quick?
Oh,
Man?
please. I can't stand him either.
Bro, hey, so Sam, in the fourth quarter yesterday or Saturday, I saw my man get hit with the sweetest pass and the ball go out of bounds off his knee.
I've never seen a player with worse hands. I don't think ever.
You have never seen.
And then think about it too. I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but me personally, when I was watching the game early in the game, as soon as Mitch came out of that game, what did LeBron and all them do? They attacked the basket. And guess who was down there not doing anything? Nerlens Noel. He was not being a presence whatsoever.
You want to know how many points?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, D.
I was just going to say real quick. You know how many points they had in the paint?
I'd love to know.
Oh, you really want to know this?
Yeah.
Watch
I'd
this.
love to know, but that enhanced my point of him getting going.
Watch this. You're going to like this one. The Los Angeles Lakers scored 72 points in the paint.
Right.
72, not 50, not 60.
You heard that? Crazy. And that's what we pay him $10 million a year for when Mitch is out the game. He's supposed to do his job at least on the defensive end.
He gotta go.
Hey.
That dude ain't even a paperweight, yo. Like he had some good plays last year, and we kind of
got enamored.
Right. Like he can give us something when Mitch is not in the game. Nah, this dude is buns. While LeBron was putting powder on his hands and throwing it up to the sky, this guy was lathering up with butter and Crisco. Like, it doesn't. He's definitely one of those guys that has to go. I'd rather see what Sims has in all of his rawness. I just. Here's the thing about Sims that I believe. He won't be on the floor like the other two guys. It doesn't matter what game it is. I guarantee you, Nerlens Noel and Mitchell Robinson will be on the ground at some point, multiple times during the game.
So five times a quarter.
Right.
5 times a quarter.
Yep.
And this is why it's important to play Sims spot minutes earlier in the season. And to play Deuce spot minutes earlier in the season, right? Because now Kemba's falling apart. Right? Nerlens Noel ain't living up to it. So if you had gotten these guys a couple more minutes, now you don't have to feel so pressured in putting them in and must win. Because for Tibbs, these are must-win games. I think Tibbs knows that he has to win these games or else he's out the door. Whether in the next coming week or so or at the end of the season. I think he knows his time might be done here. So he's trying everything in the toolbox to get these W's, bro. Okay, even going into an offense in the first half that we have never seen in 2 years.
And how prosperous was that? And then we just...
But don't forget, this is why I told you about Tibbs. He takes a lot of pieces from different offenses and he tries to implement them. But what Tibbs doesn't understand is that you got to learn the details and the understanding of each offense in order to work out your options and for your offense to be, to come to fruition.
Right.
And he doesn't do that. As you see that game, he just takes little pieces of it and it works for a while. But because he doesn't know the details of it, he doesn't. It can't work throughout a whole game, or he can't adapt. The plan don't work. Done.
Why would you have RJ be the short roll man, kicking out to? Because Fournier likes that fadeaway three in the corner.
Right, like he's Ray Allen or something.
Yeah, he likes that. But how many of those does he actually hit?
Great question.
And not just the spot up three, not just the spot up three in the corner. I'm talking about the fadeaway three in the corner that he likes to do, fading towards the baseline.
Yeah, the little Ray Allen wannabe jumper. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if he makes enough of those to have that be in his bag. Yo, Sin Miz is in the building, y'all. Sin Miz, what's good? Oh, Sin Miz. Hey, Sin Miz, can I run your commercial? I'm gonna run Sin Miz commercial real quick, y'all. Just bear with me, okay? I'm gonna run Sin Miz joint. Sin Miz, that's my man right there.
All right.
Yeah, that's my man.
Little
Sin
commercial
Miz.
right there.
Yeah,
Nice.
Sin Miz. That's Sin Miz is the owner and proprietor of Who Made the Kale. It's a handcrafted, everything made from scratch, vegan establishment in Roosevelt, New York, and they deliver to a lot of spots around the city. Shout out to Sin Miz.
Nice.
Yeah, that's with that. Always
Very nice.
promoting healthy eating.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So that's what we trying to do here. And Sin Miz, we appreciate you too, bro, for being an asset to those of us that want to keep or want to continue with our healthy eating and continue with moving in the right direction. Thank you for the what's the word I'm looking for? The motivation to keep doing it. So, but and at some point we got to come on and talk about recipes and all that stuff for those that eat healthy. Because I do spinach a lot. I'm a spinach person myself. But anyway,
Nice.
back to these Knicks.
So I was watching So Quickly clips because I was trying to understand why he got yanked. So the first play, there was a screen and roll between LeBron James and
Reeves.
Austin Reeves. Thank you. And Randall did not do anything to help out Quickly and left Quickly out in the dirt, and Noel didn't come over. But yet everybody yelling at Quickly. So I thought that was a little strange. And I look at another play, and there was another screen. They were running like a pin down action for Reeves, but it was like a short pin down though. And LeBron bodied Quickly with a screen, son. And so Quickly came back around and he tried to help, but nobody stepped up for him. Randall just looked at him, just get popped. And Noel was just staring. Nobody helped him out. And he put Reeves on the free throw line. And then Randall was yelling at him as to what he's doing when nobody helped him. Wow. So I'm still looking some more because I'm trying to understand as to why he was yanked from this game. And I don't see it so far.
Right. And so I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. In order for Tibbs to sit Quickly, something had to happen, bro. Cause Quickly is the teacher's pet. Right? So clearly something, I don't know if it was game planning or something, but something had to happen for Tibbs to be down point guards and not try to play Quickly.
We don't know. He does this sometimes. I have that Toronto game recorded, and I've looked 3 times to see why Deuce McBride was sat so early in that game.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know what he did.
Think about it, D. As soon as he took him out, that's when Mr. All-Star now, Fred VanVleet, went off. Yep. As soon as he took him out, that's when he just had his pick of the litter and he just exposed whoever was on him.
And here's the funny part. Just the game before, they played against OKC. Him, Barrett, Grimes helped too. They had SGA shoot 9 of 26 that game. And I thought Deuce did a very good job on him. So you go to the next game, right? You start Deuce on him. Deuce got caught on the screen and stuff like that. There was some miscommunication. Van Fleet hits a three. You sit him down. Van Fleet scores 36 points in 3 quarters.
Yeah.
You can't make this stuff up, bro.
I just feel like the sitting down the young guys because they're young that's not a valid reason. I need for them to actually make a mistake for you to just give them a quick hook like that, 4 minutes of play. Because like you're saying, D, what type of in-game experience do you gain from being pulled so quickly to where you can't even get your feet wet out there?
Right. And especially, I know for a young player, it's very hard where you see Evan Fournier become a turnstile every single game.
Yeah.
Right. And think
When you
about
see,
think about how
one
hard
more
it is for
example.
Reddish. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one more example. Like, and you see Alec Burke so lazy to close out every single game. And then you got guys on the bench that can actually guard the ball. Guys that are willing to close out and put that energy forward, and guys that can actually play some passing lanes. So it don't make sense to me.
Oh, hey, CWC is in the background. Let me cue CWC up real quick.
What
What's
up,
good, boss?
fellas?
What's good?
What up?
What's going on?
Ain't nothing.
What's up,
So-
panel? What's up, chat?
What's good?
I know who this is. CWC, the mask, baby. Let's get it.
In the building. What's good?
Hey, okay, Monk was going off, right? So why he ain't put Reddish in? He's supposed to be a defensive player, right?
Yep, we all ask the same question, CWC. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now these are the people that you asked for, and you ain't doing nothing, man. You're not making adjustments. Like put Jerker
I'll be
Sims
right
in
back,
there.
y'all.
Mhm.
Why you ain't put Jerker Sim in there? If Noel couldn't guard nobody, man. Anthony AD would have his own way with him, man, in the paint, man.
It was really anybody, CWC. It was anybody who drove. That's what I'm saying. It was anybody who drove into the paint. If Noel was there, he would just not do anything. And it's weird because he did. I'll give him credit. He had one block, but it was a help block. It wasn't like he was already on the guy. So besides,
I saw that.
Yeah, besides that, I didn't see any paint presence from Noel the whole game.
Nah. He falls down too easily, man. Golly, man. Every time he falls down, he get up, he hurt himself.
Well, he's malnourished, and that's his problem. You know, he's a slender guy, and he's never had any weight on him. What is he, D? Like 7 foot, 210, something like that?
Yeah, with a wet T-shirt on.
Right. So he's barely over 200 pounds, CWC, and he's almost 7 foot tall. That's not good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Here's another thing I took from that game too. You see these threes in this league, bro. You see how big these boys are. You see how small RJ Barrett looks compared to these guys.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Like
mind.
you say, RJ's still a puppy.
Oh, no. But I just mean in the case of him guarding these small forwards in this league. And it's like, RJ Barrett's big for a shooting guard, for a 2. But he's small for a small forward. And we see this every night. Like I saw it against OJ Anunoby. Like OJ, he was just bigger than him, bro. He was able to have his way with him in the paint when we played them. And I'm just thinking that, you have a guy. I'm thinking like how the roster's set up and like how the starting lineup is. And Evans played well for us, and especially in the last couple of weeks, he's really been on. He actually had a good January as well. And but he don't play no damn defense ever.
Yeah.
So I asked myself, why would he be starting if I know that the best thing that Evan Fournier does is just catch and shoot? And why would I not slide RJ back? You see? and then go on the market and try to get myself a small forward.
So it sounds to me like Fournier would be best suited in a Burks type of role off the bench where he gets his shots off.
Yeah, off the
And we
bench.
don't
Yeah.
have to
Yeah,
worry about
and
his
he's got the green light. He can shoot whatever he wants. You're a 6-man. We need your offensive input.
And make it so bad. Once they let RJ run the point guard, he was a point guard in Duke. Let him run the point guard. See what happens. Make adjustment, man. Make everybody see different things.
I mean,
You
he
know
could
what I
run the offense here and there, but I don't think he could do it consistently. And plus, that kind of takes away from what he does best, getting downhill and stuff of that nature. So,
Yeah. What I'm saying, he could dribble the ball. He could dribble the ball down the court, and he could pass it off. That he could like set up where he got going on, set up his own play. You know, this have a different look, man.
I guess my point is just that I think the RJ3 thing, I just don't think it works. And why would I do the favor for the defense and not having a matchup nightmare every night? So instead of DeAndre Hunter, for example, guarding RJ Barrett, I'll have Kevin Huerter or Bogdan Bogdanovic guard him. Instead of Harrison Barnes, I could have Tyrese Halliburton guard him. You see? So I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
And make it so bad. And make it so bad, man. One, you got 2 scoring guys. That's RJ and Randall. So we need a third person to step up. Like, yeah. Hey, y'all seen Mitch in the paint on the? I think somebody was guarding him in the paint. I think it was Westbrook, and he grabbed the ball. I'm like, why you ain't take it to the rim? Why you ain't post him up? I'm like, man, are you serious, Mitch? You 7 foot, man. Take it to the hole. You was already in the paint. I think it was Westbrook though that was behind him. Man, that was crazy, man. We need another offensive guy, man.
We're running out of we're running out of days here. So hopefully the front office makes some type of move. We got 3 days left. I just want to see something to better this team. I don't even care at this point how small the move is. Somebody has to go.
And so if you were in charge of a small move, what do you think will be a small move that will make this team look a little bit more formidable?
Honestly, if it's for any type of point guard that can give you something, because I'm of the mindset that I'm a D-Rose fan, but I don't believe that he'll just instantly come back and give us what some people are hoping for, because he is coming off that surgery. I would say we need to get some type of point guard. I know somebody had threw out in the chat, I think it was Ish Smith.
That's because those are reports that came out.
Right. I don't know about how efficient Ish Smith would be, but I guess I could say he would do more for us than Kemba Walker at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
Who is that?
The point guard off the Pistons. I know Clyde Frazier would love it because he's a Ish Smith fan every time we played him.
Yeah. And, Ish Smith has also played for like 8 teams as well. And,
that's another journeyman.
Right. But at least he can run an offense, and he is willing to run the break, and he makes pretty good decisions. His point guard play is not bad. It's just his problem is he can't really get his offense. So, but I mean, it's definitely an upgrade though.
It's me. That's a
so
good.
He's like a Peyton.
Yeah, well, he's more of a shooter than Peyton. He can shoot the ball. Ish Smith can score.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't know too much about him.
He's a smaller guard. That's really, he can shoot. I could say that, at least score the ball. It's me that I agree with that. I like Derek White too, but I saw their price point and they don't look like they're trying to give him up at all.
Yeah, he's making like $18 million.
Yeah, and then I think they said they want 1 or 2 first or something like that for him too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep,
I'd rather pay that price for Dejounte Murray. If I'm a
you have to pay a lot more.
No, I'm saying I'd rather take that route.
Yeah.
Are we still gonna get Bronson or what?
I don't know about that one.
This is the thing about Brunson that I think everybody should think about. Dallas is in dire need of a secondary playmaker and a secondary ball handler and a secondary offensive initiator to help out Luka. So even when they kind of messed up a little bit and given him a 4-year guaranteed as a second rounder, I still think they don't care, and I still think that they'll pay him because he's kind of valuable to what they're doing right now, and it really takes a lot of pressure off Luka.
Yeah, because they need a backup point guard.
No, he's actually their starting.
Who,
Starting?
Brunson? Yeah,
So
Brunson.
Luka and him starting together?
Well,
Yeah,
they
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 start
started
together.
together.
yeah, they just have Luka. What is Luka at, the 2 or the 3? One of those.
I mean, Luka is
what it
ball
is.
dominant.
They list him
Yeah.
as something, but the ball is in his hands majority of the time. Like if you see the offense, Luka Doncic has the ball. He's the guy who's making plays. Brunson is just probably listed as the starting point guard.
Right, because Luka's ball usage rate is 40 and Brunson's is 25. So they got the ball.
But you know how I feel about Brunson, D. I'm not in the mindset of paying twice for a player that caliber.
Well, he's definitely trending upward.
He is, but I just
Yeah, man. I saw him play Sam. Man, hey, we need somebody. You know who he remind me of, Sam? And D? He remind me of Derrick Rose, like a rugged point guard that could penetrate and that could shoot a little bit from the outside.
You mean after injury?
yeah, I was about to say after injury. Yeah,
Yeah. You know what I mean.
I was about to say
I don't know. I had to make sure, man.
I was about to say he's not athletic because you know the chat will kill you for that one.
Yeah. He remind me of Derrick Rose though. Like he could penetrate, he could shoot from the outside, and he's rugged.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm thinking that the De'Aaron Fox thing is a smokescreen. I really don't. I'm not putting anything into it at this point.
Yeah,
Like, I would be surprised if it happens. I'm not assuming that it's going to happen now.
After Reynolds did that 30 points last night with the Lakers, oh, they just traded him.
I would be very surprised. It's like I put it to you like this. This is my feelings with trade deadline. Like I would be surprised if they did do something, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do anything. Like
that's where I'm at.
Right? Yeah. Like so.
Like if we make a move, I'm like, wow, we actually, did something.
Because I keep in mind that this has not been a sound organization for 20 years.
Exactly.
So,
And y'all know what it is too? It's not Randall. He got a few issues that going on, but it's not Randall. It's our point guard that we need, and it's Tiz. Tiz got to go, man. Oh my God.
Oh, somebody else, and it's me just kind of took it from me in the chat, but somebody was hitting me up the other day about Colin Sexton. I don't know how you guys would feel about that.
No, he hurt.
I know.
I think we have to pay him.
Yeah. We have to pay him.
So he's up for his extension as well?
I'm going to check right now to make sure.
If that's the case, then Cam Reddish probably nullifies that ever happening for us.
Hey, y'all know LeVert went to Cleveland too?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
And they traded Rubio to
That's because it wasn't the D because of the salaries that matched it, right? Or at least for this season.
So his rookie extension eligibility, which could be the capacity of 5 years to 173 million through 2022 to 2026, that qualifying offer will be eligible next year.
Goodness.
And then for 2022, he's a restricted free agent.
Yeah, it kind of makes it difficult to do something like that when you already are trying to see what you have with Cam Reddish. You know you're gonna have to pay RJ the bag at this point. Some type of bag. It doesn't matter what, it's gonna be a bag of some sort. Then you're gonna have to pay Mitch if you want to keep Mitch. So I don't really know about that then.
See, smart business would be, and Jay Boogie brought this up like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and it stuck in my head because it was such a great point. He was like, why the hell would you pay all these vets, right, these contracts, right, knowing that you had all these young guys to pay the next year?
Yep.
And it's like now you have no choice, right, because if you're trying to move forward and you see this experiment's not working, right, you got to move all the vets now.
And just
so
think about
it's kind of like unnecessary steps once again.
That's why it makes no sense if you're going to trade for a Cam Reddish and you're like, okay, I want to see what he has. And he has no time to get in the game. Like, you're banking on him popping, right, as an organization, but he can't do that if he's not playing for you.
Hey,
And
hey, you know
and
what?
it,
Uh-huh.
no, go ahead. Sid.
Go ahead, D. My bad, D. Go ahead.
It's all good. It's all good. Is that also too that if this microcosm of that there's not turmoil between Tibbs and this organization is not evident with this Cam Reddish thing, I don't know what to tell you. Because the front office got Cam Reddish to play him. You know that.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
he played 22 minutes a game in Atlanta. Okay, and that was with all that backlog.
Mm-hmm.
He was still getting 20. And then the reports come out that Tibbs is not in favor of it, and there's no denial.
You know what's so funny is if I'm Cam Reddish, I'm like, man, I should have just kept my mouth shut, because I would have rather just played it out in Atlanta the 20-something minutes. At least I'm getting some film on the court for the other teams to see. At this point, I'm giving you a 0.5 second flash of me getting a rebound, a steal, or a layup, and that's it.
Right.
How many DMPs has he racked up since we acquired him?
He's only played in 2 games, I believe.
Right. That's
not
not
mistaken.
good.
And that was garbage time too.
All right.
And make it so bad. Okay, with Reddish situation. Okay, you already know what Fournier and Alex Burke and Noel already is, right? So you really don't have to showcase them. Everybody in the NBA know who they are, because they've been in the league for 8 to 10 years. So come on, man. Really? Play Reddish, man. Come on, man. And you remember when I told you earlier? Like in the beginning, I like, play our youngsters so they could get used to everybody, so they won't be like, I'm missing that word. They won't be nervous on the court. You know what I mean? They won't make stupid turnovers. They will have the chemistry, man. He should have played the youngsters in the beginning, man. In 20 games, he should have played the youngsters.
I just want people to understand this too. Like, Cam Reddish was getting minutes because he was actually, there are players on the Hawks who were hurt.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the C word, which is why he was getting minutes. The Hawks have been dealing with injuries all at the beginning of the season. Like, this is probably the healthiest their team has been all season long as far as just having guys available. Like Hunter, even Herter was hurt at some point. Bogdanovich has been banged up all year. So, I mean, I would attribute that to why Cam Reddish was getting over 20 minutes a game.
Right. Yeah. And, and this whole thing about, Tibbs got to play the young guys. I mean, he does play young guys because they're pieces. RJ Barrett's been here 3 years. Mitchell's been here 3 years. So we mean young guys. You guys mean the rookies and the second-year guys, because he's really not playing consistently.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I want him to play the young guys with the rookies and stuff.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying that it's not going to happen consistently. Even with Grimes, like you'll see a game where Grimes will maybe play like 20, 22 minutes.
And 12 minutes.
And then you see a game where he'll play like 10 or 12.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the type of attitude that, or the type of reality you're going to get with Tibbs, because we know that he's banking on what he feels is best for him to get the W from a night-to-night basis. Whether we agree or disagree.
Grimes playing more minutes than Kuechly, right?
Some games, yeah, some games, no.
Yeah.
So it's been back and forth, which is not good for a young guy, because a young guy would like to know where he stands.
Yeah, I was about to say, just think
Exactly.
about it. As a young player in the league, like, you don't want to just get thrown in garbage time when like D's saying, that you got a vet in front of you who you feel like you can outplay.
Yeah.
And even for a vet wants to know, hey, look, listen, what am I doing on this team?
All right, what am I doing here?
Am I playing 20 minutes a night? Do you want me off the bench? And I've always, and you could tell from, guys don't know their roles on this team.
No, they don't.
And that's big. It's like it's like you owning like a fast food restaurant. Like, your cashier got to know they're the cashier. Your cook got to know they're the cook.
And what it's like.
Drive-through knows the drive-through.
You know what it's like instead, D? It's like you're a team member. One day you're at the window. The next day they got you on the grill. Or the next
Correct.
we got you in doing the cashier or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And what happens with that, when you work your workers like that, they don't stick around, bro,
Yeah.
because it's all over the place. There's not a routine. And sometimes that's life, and sometimes you have to deal with that. But it can't be every shift.
Exactly.
You see? And this is every game. You know, Randall doesn't know what he is. He don't know if he's a playmaker, if he's a perimeter player, if he's breaking down the defense. If he doesn't know, and neither does kids.
That's the problem. Like Randall is our point guard.
Yeah, sometimes he is.
But I agree with you, Brad Johnston. To the point of this, if I don't see Cam Reddish play after the deadline, then I'm gonna have an issue. Because at that point, somebody needs to be moved to where Cam gets minutes. I don't care if it's Fournier, Burks, somebody.
And I play down the coaching staff too. I like, hey, if I was coaching staff, I'm like, yo, why you not playing Reddish? You say you need a defensive player and a player that can score. What's going on with you? You know what I mean? Come on, man. That's crazy, man.
I know this is their thinking, and for me, this thinking is scary.
I know what you're going to do.
Well, what am I gonna say?
They showcasing the best, right?
No, it's not.
No. That's long.
So right now, Knicks are 12th in the conference, right? See, but I know they're thinking. We're only a game away from Atlanta in the play-in.
Right, they feel like we're so
We're
close.
only right. We're only 3.5 away from Charlotte. If we go on a 5-game winning streak, we could be in the 8 to 7.
We're right in the hunt. Yeah, we're right.
Yeah, that's the thinking. And then you have some of these fans that they'll have nostalgia of last year and stuff of that nature. And it's like, dude, this is a totally different season.
Yeah.
Okay, we never ran into a buzzsaw of a schedule that we're running into right now, right? And if that was your aspirations, and if this was your goal, right? You had to win that Laker game.
Yeah, you had to win that one. They had their pick of the litter many games before the Laker game too that they lost.
Oh yeah,
and like now it's like, for those who don't know, the West Coast trip is here now, guys. Starting tonight at Utah, it's here, and the Knicks have to show up. I know they played well on the road and earlier in the season, but these teams are all at this point gelled. And most of the teams that we're playing, even though the Jazz are missing Gobert, the rest of these teams that we're about to play are healthy for the majority. We know Portland is a dumpster fire, but Golden State's healthy. The Nuggets are healthy outside of was it Murray?
Mm-hmm. Right. And what the hell was I just gonna say? So, okay, yeah, that LA game was very important to win because, as you just stated, we have the Jazz, Denver, and then Golden State. That's easily could be an 0-4 week for us, which would be 0-5 on this road trip. And if that happens, we could be out of the playoff picture completely, out of the play-in picture, the whole nine. Because you got Portland and you got Oklahoma, right? But after that, you got Brooklyn. I mean, Brooklyn's struggling though. You got Miami. You got Philadelphia back-to-back. Okay. You got Phoenix. Then you got the Clippers with that new squad now with Norman Powell and Robert Covington. You got the Kings again. Then you got the Mavericks, Grizz, Brooklyn, Portland. Yeah, so it's going to be tough.
That second stretch that you're talking about, guys, for reference, it's a 7-game road trip on that second stretch. So,
yes.
That's even more brutal in itself, just off of being a 7-game road trip than this one that we're on currently.
Right. And also keep in mind, too, we had a lot of games this season that we only played with 4 or 5 guys being out of their lineups. And remember how tough some of those games were? And the bench had to help us?
Yeah.
So count how many times the bench helped us. It should be a lot worse right now.
Yep.
But
the the only way we could really win if we go like deeper in the season, in the regular season, is they take their superstars out to get them rest.
And they won't do that, CWC, because of the
Playing.
fact that the hunt is just too close right now. It's still bunched up.
Yeah.
So I don't really see any team that can do that because of how close the standings are. Like even Miami at 1, they're only a half game up on the 2 and 3 seed. Like nobody's really separated themselves in the Eastern Conference to where I think any team would really rest their players.
That's one good point. And another point is also too, like for example, like Philadelphia's 5th right now, right? And Cleveland's 4th. Like you think they're not going to play Joel Embiid down the line of the season to get home court advantage in that first round?
And you have to be careful with Joel Embiid too, with his condition.
He's been relatively better this year.
Yeah, he's been good so far. Yeah, they've been conditioning him
health-wise.
so far.
Yeah, health-wise,
Yeah.
he's been better than in past.
So you remember they had him on the time limit? I think with like last year, 2 years ago, they had him on the time limit.
Yeah, I think he had a knee injury the season before, so they had to kind of ease him back into things.
And he had like a stomach illness too.
Yeah, so I mean, we're going to see the state of mentality of this organization coming this week because
I hope they don't think we can win 5 in a row.
because they might think we could fight this and we could possibly get an 8th spot. But even with an 8th spot, you still have to battle for the play.
And then think about that too. Once you make that spot, think about who you're going against. You telling me you're going to win that series?
Yeah, right now that series will look like Brooklyn, Boston, Charlotte, and Atlanta.
Right. It would be worse than last season at this rate. We would feel worse about ourselves than last season because at least last season we're like, okay, yes, we got the 4th seed, right? But then think about how we performed in that series. This season, you would be seeing your team scratching to get in that playoff hunt just for them to get dog walked. I don't want to see that.
Yeah. And keep in mind, too, like these teams that we're not too far behind, Atlanta's 7-3 in their last 10. Boston's 7-3 in their last 10. Toronto is 7-3 in their last 10. Philadelphia is 7-3 in their last 10. So, and we're 2 of 8.
Yeah, we're pretty rough.
So is the Wizards too.
Pretty down bad right now, and honestly, like I felt a little bit better about this game because I knew that Gobert wasn't playing. But once I found out that Donovan Mitchell was back, it was like,
Mitchell came back.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter because who's guarding Donovan Mitchell? RJ Barrett can't do it the whole game, just like how you couldn't rely on RJ Barrett to stop LeBron the whole game. At some point, they're going to go to somebody else. And who do we have to defend that player?
Yeah.
It might be Clarkson that kills us tonight, more than likely. If he's not out. I think he was dealing a knee injury, but he might play too.
They still got Bogey too.
Yeah, they do. And
I think
Royce O'Neal is always a guy who could, light us up too on occasion.
Yeah, he's the glue guy for them. But
some teams.
Go ahead.
No, I'm about to say some teams feel like they don't even have to play their superstar versus the Knicks. Like they could go out, they could beat them with anything. That's how some teams.
They don't CWC because look at how like these no names are having career nights on us all season long. We've been saying this, and this is what it's been. It's just
that's why I say they may rest their superstars. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, we'll see the state of the mentality of this organization and what they're going to do with this. My gut feeling is that they're going to try to ride this out.
And that's what I don't want to see, but I know that's what's going to happen.
I mean, but if you're going to ride it out, play the young guys and the rookies.
No, but that's the whole thing with riding out. That's not. It's going to be the same rotations that you see now. The only difference might be Kemba because I mean, the painting's on the wall for him. But I think everything else will stay the same. So I think when Rose comes back, right, I think Tom is going to play the living hell out of him. And that's so wrong. It's so wrong to put so much pressure on Derrick Rose like that, bro.
Yeah.
But it will happen. It will happen. Because Rose right now is, 10 times the player Kemba Walker is right now. And I can see Tom easily playing him 25 to 30 when he comes back.
Yeah, and see, that's my worry is that he's going to give him 40 minutes a night coming off of surgery and rehab, and that's not good.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want to see. I wouldn't mind easing him back into, the role that we know he's going to have with this team, but just seeing Derrick Rose come back and immediately play 35 minutes is not something I want to see.
Yeah. Hey, what
No,
Gibson at? What Gibson at?
Yeah, he hasn't even played old reliable. It's kind of ironic to
Well,
me.
because Noel's been there.
Yeah,
Keep that in mind. When Noel's not there, you will see Taj.
and to be honest with you, I was complaining so much about Taj, but the one thing we can all agree about Taj is he's not soft. And I believe that Noel is soft now.
Yeah. So you'd rather see Taj than Noel?
Yes.
Yeah, Gibson should be on that floor last night if he was ready to play.
I'm to that point with MD where I just can't. And then you just think about how much money this guy is making. Like he's making 10 mil to do that.
Yeah.
He's making 10 mil a year.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I said I would have played Sims. See, if it was me there, I would have played Sims on some spot minutes early in the season.
Exactly.
At least almost every game, because just in case something like this, I can say, okay, Sims, you know the deal already. You know the program. Get out there and give us some minutes.
And that's why he should have played. Go ahead, CWC.
My bad. Hey, D and Sim, no, I think Tim should try to make adjustments, try to play Jerku Sim and Mitch Robinson together with Randall, RJ, and like a point guard.
He would probably never do that though.
I want to. You have to understand. You have no spacing.
Yeah, I think that's like that's a wild dream lineup because I don't see that ever really.
But wouldn't that make it hard for the opponent scoring? But
they wouldn't have a threat. They wouldn't have to guard Mitch or Sim, so they would automatically double Julius Randle or RJ Barrett.
Well, that and also too, the smaller wings and forwards in this league will be taking Mitch and Sims out on the perimeter every time because Mitch is not the perimeter defender he was a couple of years ago, and Sims' perimeter defense is not that great at the moment. So, no. What's up, Chuck?
I want to know, how do you feel? I keep seeing people like who think that Fox is the answer, and I'm not one of those guys. So how do you feel about De'Aaron Fox?
I'm up and down.
Go ahead, Chuck.
I think salute CWC. I think that Fox is a young guard. I think I'm not sure if he's the right guy. Yes, he's better than anything that we have at the moment. But he doesn't look like a $35 million player to me. Like I think he's really, really good. But for like he just signed his contract. So how many years is that? 4 or 5? 5 years? Let me see.
Oh, I have no idea.
Isn't it? He has 4 years after this year, right?
The Aaron Fox. Give me a second.
Because I'm not looking at his contract right now, or else I'd tell y'all.
I could check it out. It's no problem. Information is
He's
power.
not up anytime soon, Chuck. That's for sure. He's not up anytime soon.
Okay, Chuck. So just to put it down to you, so this year, right, Chuck? He's making 28. Next year, he'll be making almost 30 and a half. That next year, he'll be making 32 and a half. Then that next year, which is 24-25, he'll be making about 35. And then 25-26, he'll be making he is making 37. And after that, he'll be an unrestricted free agent.
I wouldn't say it would be. I'm not a fan of Fox, so so I don't know how objective I can be on a Fox trade. I think there might be other options, especially when we're talking about younger guards, because it's easy to say, yo, well, we should just take a flyer on him, see what happens. I if the Knicks did, I wouldn't be upset. Because I feel like you'll still be able to trade him if it's not working. But anything to get a point guard in here that's not Kemba Walker or Alec Burks is a plus in my book.
Here's my thing about Fox. I think it only works if him and RJ Barrett can coexist in the backcourt.
Yeah.
I think if they can coexist, in that sense, is a no-brainer. Because let's be real, we haven't had a guy of De'Aaron Fox's elite ability, his elite speed. He finishes at an elite rate at the rim, and he's got a good mid-range. So it's a matter of, can they coexist? And can Fox fix certain things in his game? Because Fox is what, 23, 24?
24.
Yeah, he's still a young guy. So, and he's 3 years away from supposedly the start of his prime. So I think that would kind of matter if they could coexist, because if it's a cluster F with them two there, then you're stuck with that for like another year or two.
And also my thing is that, okay, we've seen the promise of RJ Barrett. Does he take away from RJ Barrett? You know what I mean? Like, because he is the man out there in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no question that he's the unquestionable leader, the number one out there. So would there be some type of clash? Like, I'm the number one guy.
Visit?
Yes, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it can.
And see, when egos are involved like that, it takes away from play. Because now instead of playing inside the offense, you've just scored 3 times in a row easily. We should be featuring you. We should be giving you the ball again. Nah, I'm gonna chuck this. I'm gonna chuck this from downtown with somebody in my face, because I gotta show and prove that I'm the number one. That's and his not inconsistencies, but the things that he lacks in his game only makes me pause for a guy like that. That's it.
Got you. And another thing too, Chuck, is that if RJ Barrett is playing at this clip and he could do this a couple more times within the season, right? And I really feel he should do it, but I'd say for the normal viewer, why not just go ahead, dump the trash you did, go ahead, get some money back, get a young guy or two, get a lot of draft capital back, and just give RJ Barrett the ball and just have him at the helm for the time being, and just have the guys matriculate and grow with him leading the team.
I agree.
And Fox is not even a conversation now.
Right. Hey, I got a question for you. Did you say, because I was watching in the room, I was working on something. Did you say coexist as a backcourt or coexist period?
I'll coexist in the backcourt because I think it's smart. I think we all came to the conclusion that like RJ Barrett should be our starting two. So, one of my questions is that, can De'Aaron and him coexist as a backcourt tandem?
You think Fox have a big ego?
I don't know.
Salute everybody.
What's up, D'Angelo?
What's going on, D'Angelo?
I didn't say he was. I didn't say he was a chucker. Like, what are y'all listening to in the chat? Like,
that's not what I. That's not what I said, Chuck.
No, he's talking about
No, I'm talking specifically to Jarrell Williams. I'm talking to him specifically. Never described the dude as a chucker. I put out a scenario. Like, what are y'all listening to?
Don't kill yourself, Chuck.
I didn't create a narrative. I said what I wanted to say. Like, yo, shut up, yo.
Oh,
you know what? Let me get in. Let me open up the chat. Let me show you.
Go get him, Chuck. Go get him, Chuck.
Look at y'all getting folks riled up on the morning. Look at how y'all do us.
All right.
Hey, we started off the morning with Jordan and LeBron talk.
Hey, man, I gotta. Hey, y'all, I gotta go somewhere, man. I'll be gone for about an hour. Are y'all hanging out?
I just got here.
Probably not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because the reason why I started the show early is because I knew I had a thing that I had to make sure that I took care of. But I wanted to ruffle y'all feathers with LeBron and Jordan and such. So I'll tell you what we do. Hey, D'Angelo, hey, you know you are a guy, man. You know, my bad, but I have to take care of this thing, man. It's at 11, so I got to make sure I do my thing. So what we'll do is if I have time to jump back on, I'll just start another thing. If not, then I'll just holler at everybody tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
All right, y'all.
All right.
All right, later, y'all. All right.
Peace, y'all.